Joining us here at NZ Wine Online is Rudi Bauer of Quartz Reef, the man behind Quartz Reef, you are Quartz Reef, Rudi Bauer. Tell us a bit. I'm going to pour a glass of your fizz here, your method traditional, and we're going to have a little glass of fizz together, and I want you to tell us the Quartz Reef story, straight from the horse's mouth. Let's have it.
Yeah, Quartz Reef started off, the initial story started off in '91, when I saw this beautiful site out at Bendigo Station, just around Lake Dunstan, and I pretty much fell in love with this place. And it took about 6-7 years before I got the partnership together, talking to John Perriam and Heather Perriam, and in order to get started, because nobody else was in the area before, and also there was only 6 winners at the time. When I saw the land first, and then it started off the first time to work out, is the land suitable in regards to the soil profile, in regards to humidity, in regards to the rainfall water supply, and also electricity, getting all the infrastructure in. And so the main reason what excited me, it was a north-facing 15-hectare slope. So that was the key. That was really what took my world away.
And so Quartz Reef, the name, is because you are, and you've got a rock here. You are on an outcrop of quartz, like a naturally occurring reef of quartz. Is that what we're talking about?
That is correct. This is on Bendigo Station, where the Quartz Reef outcrop is, and the vineyard is about 3-4 k's away from it. But there's a lot of Quartz Reef sediments within the vineyard, and I do believe in the long term that will be also part of the trademark of quartz and giving the minerality in the wines. And I think learning more and more about it is the really thing you learn from it is, I guess, is in the sparkling wine. Again, because it has no outside influence like oak or malolactic. It's just the clarity of the fruit coming in.
So this is mostly Pinot Noir, about 3/4 Pinot Noir, Chardonnay.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely wines. It's good to have you here. We're not spitting that one out. Yeah, right. Nice chalky, sort of flavour on the palate. All the things you'd recognise, the brioche and sort of apple. There's a little bit of red fruit character in this wine, but this lovely sort of chalky, clean, pure palate texture. So you think this is the Quartz Reef thing? This is the sort of signature.
It has a role to play, but I think it's not proven yet that it is the role that it's playing, because the vineyard is far too young. This 13-year-old vineyard, we still have a long way to go to express what the site is all about.
So Quartz Reef is very much about sparkling, and I guess the other thing that Quartz Reef is famous for, and Central Otago really is most well known for, are the Pinot Noir wines. So tell us about the Pinots that you've got there.
Well, the Pinots we got there, two Pinots in one. Obviously, all is at one single site. Everything is a state con, so it's the same thing. It's a single site as the sparkling wine. I'd just like to point out, as part of the understanding of Quartz Reef a little bit better, is the reason we made sparkling wine was that I wasn't sure in '91 if that will fly, the Pinot Noir. So then I realised what's plan B, when you put in all your life efforts. I said, well, Pinot Noir, I also can switch to sparkling wine. This is why we started off sparkling wine. We started off sparkling wine purely out of plan B, just in case this plan A doesn't work.
Okay.
So that's why we're the only ones fully concentrating sparkling wine in Central Otago, because of that.
Okay.
Because I was early part of the game. I was wrong on both accounts, because sparkling wine is working wine, so is the Pinot Noir.
Or you're right on both accounts.
Yeah, either way you take it. So that's the reason why sparkling wine was in the beginning of the evolution of Quartz Reef, because it was a backup plan.
Okay, and you said, so this is 1991, so we're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah, and the vineyard got planted in '98, but of course it took a long time planning it, because simply I had to put things together in order to make it happen. Okay,
and so out of the Bendigo vineyard, this is the one that was planted in 1998.
Yeah.
When was the first vintage out of that Bendigo vineyard?
2001.
2001, okay. So you've got 10 years now of Pinot Noir coming out of that Bendigo vineyard?
Yes.
And the sparkling you've been making the sparkling for 20 years?
No, the first sparkling wine was also released in '98.
Okay.
But the first 2 years out of cash flow came out of marble fruit.
Okay.
Right? So that's the beginning of evolution of Quartz Reef in order to start off.
Who'd have thought that Marlborough would be good at generating cash flow? Hey, that was that's amazing, isn't it?
You had the foresight, and also thanks God to Geeson Wine Estate, I was allowed to do the first 2 vintages there as well.
Okay, so up with the boys with Marcel and
that's exactly
and
right.
the boys.
Yes.
Great.
So it's a long history, really, in order to get Quartz Reef, on the map, so to speak.
And how's it travelling now?
Good. Very happy.
And you're selling wine, well, you're selling wine in Australia, obviously, but you're selling wine all around the world?
Yeah, well, not all around the world. We've got the US, the UK, Sweden, Denmark, Austria, Singapore, Hong Kong, a little bit in Japan.
Okay.
Well, a tiny amount in Madrid.
In Madrid?
Yeah.
That's good because you can go and eat ham on and hang out and have fun in Madrid.
That's exactly right.
All very good. And you're having fun?
Yes, thank you.
Good. It's going well.
Yes.
Brilliant. All right. Thanks, Rudi.
Thanking you again.
Cheers to you. Thank you very much for joining us.